Good morning, guys. This is September 6th. We are about 5 minutes away from the open. Looks like we're headed for the worst week in the stock market since April, looks like, if you're looking at the SPY. So this is a chart of the SPY. This is kind of what it is right here. A drop from 564 down here to 547. So let's see, do we continue lower today or do we bounce higher up? That's going to be the question here. So I'll just be going through a bunch of different stocks here on the screen. If you guys want to see something, feel free to put it in the chat, and I will pull it up on one of the charts here. All right, and the market is open. These are the 6 tickers I'm focused on this morning to see if we get any continuation on NEO here. Yesterday had a big day. So let's see if he has any continuation or maybe a follow through. Tesla at yesterday's resistance area. AVGO down 6.5%. Path up almost 7%. 6.5% here. Okay, I like the long on path here. Kind of a similar setup to what we saw in Tesla yesterday, where I'm looking for a break of this pre-market high, so I'm trying to long here on path. Okay, that rejected pretty hard, so looks like I'm going to get stopped out here. My stop's going to be near the low of this candle here, so... Okay, NEO, let's see, could be a long over 5 here. I'll try the long on NIO. 5 is a good psychological level for it to run up. Okay, path rejected pretty hard, so I'm going to stop out of path. Get out of that for a loss. I am long NIO. NVDA and Tesla selling off pretty hard here. Still early, so need to probably wait a little bit longer to get some clear direction which way things are going. Well, path was just a straight up sell-off right here. Got to that pre-market high, 1406, and just big sell-off, so... Okay, so NEO's looking decent here on NIO. I am long NIO. And I just took a short on AVGO right here as well. Got short on AVGO. It's down 8%. Nice follow through here on the AVGO short. But as far as NIO goes, I mean, really big day yesterday on NIO. And like I said, I was looking for this follow through today into the over 5. If we can hold over 5, I think we can get to 5.2, maybe even like, you know, this 200 period EMA here, maybe even 5.4 area. So let's see. AVGO short working out nice as well. Probably try to cover the AVGO short near the pre-market lows here. Maybe some around here, some here. So let's get back to NEO here. These are the levels on NEO. Let me mark off these bigger levels here on NEO. Let's mark these off. So got 1.4. Should mark this, and then also like to mark the 200 period EMA as well. Price could reject up here. Yeah, I think that's good right there. Okay, I'm also looking at coin here on my other screen, and I like this for a short. So I did take a short here of this, anticipating the breakdown of this 5-minute range. So I am short coin. Nice blast up here on NEO. Took some off here at 510. Nice move down on AVGO as well. We're going to be close to covering a small piece around here on the AVGO short. Coin short is also working out nicely. All right. Tesla, NVDA continue to dump off. AVGO, I'm going to try to cover some AVGO in the 138 area. NEO, I sold some at 510. And my next sells, like I said, I'm going to try to set up the next sells at my lines here. 514. And then maybe try to save some for a bigger move. The RVOL on NEO is, again, like 530% today. So a lot of volume came in yesterday and today. So it definitely has the volume to be able to make a move like this. Coin, I'm going to try to cover some at this line here, right below 160s. Let's see if we can get a AVGO working out really nicely here on the short. Okay, keeping a close eye on NEO here, where it's rejecting pretty hard off the 510. All right, I just covered something. What did I just cover here? AVGO. Just took a piece off on AVGO. Alrighty. Okay. Didn't get it. Did get my order filled down here on coin. That's okay. No fill on coin yet to cover some of that short. Path showing some signs here of a bounce. Okay, let's see what's going on here with coin. And also Neo's given up too much here for my liking, so giving up way too much for our liking here on NIO. So this could potentially turn into a short right here on NIO. My stop is probably going to be right pretty close here, I think. Definitely not going to let it go below the low of the day. That's going to be my... In fact, I may flip short if it does break below the low here. 4.9. NVDA bouncing off here. Okay, another stock that I'm looking at today is AI. Traded that one. This is I'm just trying to figure out what to do with coin here. Okay, I'm looking at... Let me move AI over here. I like this for a long today as well. So we're over yesterday's high. So I'll put a line here. And I got long on AI as well. The reason I got long on this is looking at this daily chart. We had this big dump day yesterday on AI. And all it did is basically just go straight up yesterday. Closed out this. Now, if this day could be a follow-through day into this 2250s area. So that's my thoughts on this. That's why I got long there. Neo, I'll probably stop out of this. It gets below the lows of the day. Okay, AI is looking good right here. Let's see if it continues up onto that 2230s area. Neo very close to stopping out of what's left of the long. Did get a nice piece off there at 510. Very nice move here on AI. Really nice sort of a day 2 follow through. So this really has some space here up to 23. So we'll try to be patient with the exits on AI long. So looking at the AVGO short, definitely has room down to 136 and 134 is a 200 EMA. So I still have half size left on the AVGO short. So yeah, definitely I'll try to cover some here near the pre-market lows and maybe hold some shares for a lower move. Alright, coin nice. Rejected VWAP again. That's good. Neo's holding for now, but it's not as strong as I'd like. I mean, if it breaks below these wicks, I'm going to stop out of the Neo long. AVGO continues to look weak, so we are still short on AVGO. That's looking good. So we're short AVGO Broadcom. We're short coin over here. I'm going to try to cover some right around 160 now. And what else am I in here? AI, we are long, and Neo, we're long. So Looking at Intel for a potential short. I like this. Intel's been really weak for a while now. And let's clean up this chart a little bit. Nice bounce back up on Neo. And I just sold a little piece here on Neo on this pop. In case it's a double top, I like to sell into a double top. Still have a good amount of shares here on NIO. Try to hold for the bigger move on that. So looking at Intel here, we've got, reason I like the Intel short is just so weak and below this 1923 area of support. Breaks that, maybe we get down to 1884s. So that's the idea behind okay, AI rejecting pretty hard here. So it was nicely green on this. Let's see if it can hold the VWAP here. If not, we're gonna cut AI. Coin, very nice. Let's get it down a little bit lower here so we can get a cover. I did try a little bit of short here on INTC on Intel. So we'll try that. AVGO still weak. I just took the AI long off right here. I don't like this engulfing candle, and I really don't want to give it too much room down to this, so I'd rather just get out of this break even and maybe potentially look for it bouncing off this level, or maybe just go sideways, consolidates, and then move higher. So that's the reasoning behind that one. Intel popping a little bit here, but then leaving a wick on the 5 minutes. So I'm looking for it to flush down here to this 19s area. Maybe I'll have my first cover there. Coin, I got to order right around here to cover some coin. See if I can get a cover on that one. Alright, nice. So I just got to fill on covering some coin. So coin was a nice short there. We shorted coin. $160, 150s. Yeah. So right around here is where we shorted. That was a pretty bad fill. Wow. Oh, 160, sorry, not 160, 150. We got it at 162.20 was the short. 162.20. Okay, yeah, that's where I remember shorting it before the low of this candle. So, Intel A lot of wicks here. Might have to cut this one out here. NEO remains very strong. It's my best trade of the day today so far. AI did fail the top here. So let's see if it comes back down into the 2140s and holds there. Intel weak. Alright, we're getting some nice moves in our direction here. Coin continues to dump off. I'll probably cover coin into this 158 area. Intel, very nice move. Good cut on the AI here. We were long on AI, but I did not like this rejection candle here. Pretty much an engulfing red candle, so we took off the long on AI. The market also is coming down here, but Apple's moving down. So our shorts are doing well right now. Okay, very nice here on coin. Trying to cover some here at this 158 area. In fact, I may cover it all here on this. It's just a pretty big move here in coin. Boom, there we go. Covered coin. So that was a beautiful short on coin, C-O-I-N. We got short around this area, covered some here below 160, and then we covered all of it here at this 158 area. And, you know, there's a chance it could move lower to this line, 157, but I'm getting 2-to-1 there return, and that's pretty good. It's pretty good to go ahead and take that off when you get a big extension to the downside like that. I'm happy to take some profits off the table. So we're starting off with a really nice green day here today. Our only mess up this morning was path, UI path. Let's put that up. Yeah, this was the only mess up here where I went long here. And then luckily I realized that it was no longer a long when we saw this big wick to the upside and the candle turned red and I got out. So that was a losing trade here on PATH. That was the only losing trade today, actually. AI was break even. This one was a break even, and look what's happening here on AI. Just like I talked about, we can see this thing come down to the 2140s area and bounce off. So if we hold this area here, then you know, I can see this being a long into this area and then kind of slowly melt upwards. It held the 20 EMA right here, or the 21 EMA. That's nice. NEO continues to push, very strong NEO. The RVOL on NEO today, it's showing me 475%. Oh, look at this bounce on AI. I really like this. Okay, I'm trying to cover some intel here. Right above, right around this area. Okay, so I covered some short on intel. So intel, we got short around this area. Just covered some here. Nice move. And I've got a line here at 1884. So if this continues to stay weak, we can definitely trend down into that area. And 18, I'll put a cover somewhere around here for the rest of it. So I'm going to let this one work. Let's let it work. It's down almost 2%. And like we looked on the daily chart, I mean, just Intel's been a disaster here. Absolute disaster. And, you know, below this 1884, if we get below that, guys, this thing is gonzo to the downside. This thing is gonzo. Very nice cover here on coin, by the way. I covered, almost bottom ticked the cover here on coin. My cover was at 158.14. 158.14. Wow. It's a pretty lucky cover, guys. That is a really lucky cover here. There's a big spread also on coin. Coin's very spready. Right now, it's about 58, about 30-cent spreads almost. 25, 30-cent spread. To get a cover down there near the low, that's pretty good. And it's pretty lucky to be able to get a cover that low. So I'll take it. We will take it. That was a nice trade. Got 2R there on the last cover. All right, let's go and see what's happening here. Just stepped away for a second. So AI doing exactly what I was thinking. Bounce off the 2140, go higher. I am still short on AVGO. Path, what a nice short that would have been up here. Whoops, got that one wrong. I took some off on Neo here. I believe my fill on Neo was... And I'm looking to see if potentially a long on AI here. Oh man, why couldn't I have shorted path? What a bleed off here. Coin bouncing off this 157 area, so we're all out of coin. We do not have any coin short anymore. I am still short Intel and AVGO. AVGO, interesting here, it's bounced up into the VWAP, and if it does not reject the 140, then I'm probably going to stop out of this. This could be one of those reclaim and then just melt upwards into that 145 area, because this is a pretty well-known company here, and we could have a situation where people are, you know, loading up on the dip, so to speak, here. And I mean, so trending upwards for, you know, a year or longer. I mean, if you look at the weekly chart, look at this. This is a company that does pretty well. So I can see why people would want to buy this on a dip. So, you know, I'm not going to fight this short. If it, you know, holds above 140, I'll take it off. AI, I'm tempted to take it here, but I feel like I might be a bit too late on this AI. You know, maybe it might be better to wait till it breaks 22. And if it can hold over this 2190, this is that previous resistance from the morning. Okay, so a reject off the VWAP here on AVGO. That might be a potential add spot. Might be an add spot here for the short. Okay. So maybe I will try a long here on AI. Even though I feel like the entry might be a little late, but I feel like this has a lot of room to the upside. Looking at the daily, you know, at least into 2238, and you know, maybe even higher into that 23 gap. So 2238 is the next area. So how much space do we have? Well, it's not too much actually. I mean, it's enough to probably get 2 to 1. If I'm risking here, probably enough to get 2 to 1 up to 2238, but pretty tight, pretty tight. So it's not like a slam dunk idea here, right? Not a slam dunk idea at all, but it's been a big mover. Yesterday was a big move on this one. So Path is kind of doing what I wish AVGO would have done, which is kind of just bleed off into... Wow, look at this. Oh my god. Sell the news event. Earnings report after hours yesterday. And man, was it a sell the news kind of day. So this thing's probably going to get into like this 1240 area. Yeah, that's been support for a while. If it breaks that, maybe we see $12 psychological hold. Wow. That's too bad. That's too bad. It could have been shorted here as well. Something for me to keep note of as well is you know, seeing that it dropped and then it couldn't even make it to the revap and then left this big wick here on the 5-minute. So this is a potential short setup where big move down, small bounce, another big move down. So AVGO not doing what we want it to do. I will stop this out if it holds over 140. In fact, I think right over this candle I'm out. Our entry on AVGO is up here, like 141's area, so we're still going to be in the profit if we stop this out here. Small profit on what's left. AI holding 22 area. Let's see what it does here at 22. All right, AVGO cut AVGO here. Let's put up the SPY here. Look at the market here. Still watching AVGO though, even though I'm out of the short. If it rejects this 20 or 50, that could present us with a short setup. NEO, my stop's probably going to be $5 here on NIO. We got most of that out already, so it's all good there. All right, so NEO pushing down here. Five even is going to be my stop on NIO. Market continues to go lower, down about 0.5%. I'm just scanning some other tickers here to see if we can find any other trades, guys. If you guys see something, feel free to pop it in the chat. AVGO rejecting here. I will get back into AVGO if we can get a some sort of setup here that it's going lower, but so far it's been pretty strong here off that 137. This was close to that pre-market low. I'll mark that off right there. Okay, let's see if this NIO holds the $5 price. And I got rid of the coin chart because we're no longer trading coin. I'm no longer in coin. And kind of look at some other things here. AVGO so far holding this area, and like I said, this could be a long setup where if you see this consolidation sideways and then a slow drift up, or we could kind of see a little consolidation and then a move back down. Right now it's kind of in no man's land, so we'll give it a couple minutes here to see if you get some sort of confirmation one way or another. Okay, added a bit to the AVGO short here on this rejection of the 20 and the VWAP. So I added some short, but tight stop here. If we get back over the 140.50s, then I'm out. SPY continuing lower here. Market is tanking. Oof, market really coming off here. So NEO is going to be a stop under this VWAP area. I did short AVGO again, so re-up that short. And I am short on Intel still, trying to cover here in the 1890 area for what I have left. Covered half of it already. Covered somewhere Intel here on the Intel short, INTC. So that is working out nicely. Intel we shorted right around 1920s, looks like, is where we shorted Intel. Where did I short Intel? Where is my entry for that? 1922. Okay. So right around this area. Breakdown. Man, we are just selling off here on the SPY. Holy moly. Wow. What a candle here on the daily, man. This is not looking good for the longs. Filled this, well, it's filling the gap here, right? This 544. Let's draw a line right there. That's the gap. So we got a gap fill on the SPY to the downside. NEO, very close to being stopped out here. I mean, when the SPY is dumping like this, it's going to be tough for the longs to work. So we're probably going to stop out of what's left of, like, I have like a third or quarter size left. I think a quarter size left, less than a quarter left here on NEO. So we're going to stop out of that one soon on the break of 5. You know, AVGO not dropping as much as I would like compared to what the SPY is doing. So, okay, I just got an alert that I covered something. What did I cover? Oh, I stopped out of something. That was NEO. So that's a stop out on NEO, and I wonder if... Man, Everything on my screen is red, guys. I mean, this is crazy. Look at Tesla as well. Pretty big sell-off on Tesla as well. So AI is holding this trend line. C3 AI holding this trend line. Cracks below, maybe it's a short. But like I said, I think my original thesis was that this is probably a long here. Just people buying this stock. AI is hot right now, so I think people are more likely to buy the dip on these stocks. So okay, AVGO curling up. I'm going to have a tight stop on this one. I am not going to let this go back up all the way up here. So it's going to be close to break even. And AI holding the trend line here. So is this a long? It's held now twice to 2160s. Held twice on the 21 EMA. I think we can try that. I think we can try a long here on AI. We got about 3 minutes left to close though on this 5-minute candle, so we need to wait, see how this candle is going to close out. And you know, on the SPY, this 545 area could be the spot where buyers come in and hold this price. If that does happen, we could see the market move higher and take a lot of these tickers with it. Looking at the, this is the daily chart on the SPY, S&P 500. Oh man, if it cannot hold this, then yeah, we could see a move down to 540s for sure. Okay, NEO spiked me out and now it's bouncing higher. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to try along here on AI. This many, okay. So 22, 22. Okay, close enough. Close enough. Oof, there we go. Man. Gonzo here. Nice reject of the WeBAP again from the downside on AVGO. We are short AVGO. Still short Intel as well, by the way, guys. I'm still short Intel, looking to cover that near my line here of 1884. NEO breaking 5. Okay, I'm going to try a short here on NIO. It broke the 5 level. I'm long AI. I'm short AVGO, and I'm short Intel. So 4 tickers on, and is it free fall Friday today? So far, definitely looks like a free fall Friday kind of day. AI's got to get over this line here. We got to get over the 22. If we can break and hold 22, we get space higher. Now, my stop is on AI is going to be tight. Because of I'm kind of going against the direction of the market. Market's dumping down 1%. AI, although it's up 3%, 3.5%, you know, it's going to be hard to fight the current here. But so far, our shorts are doing okay. Neo short's going to be a very tight stop. Because it could very easily just bounce off, because there's a lot of support here on Neo at the 495, 50 EMA here. But it is below the VWAP now, which is why I took the short. But, you know, I like having really tight stops, so if I'm wrong, then we take a small loss. If I'm right, we get a big win. Okay, I don't like the candle that's happening on Neo. 2 minutes left here for this candle to close, but having these wicks here, 495 tells me that there's a lot of buyers here. And now we're back into that area, and also we're supported by the 50 EMA. And it's up 3.5%, almost 3.5%. So probably going to cut this short here if it gets over 503. So really tight stop, not giving it a lot of room, and could be potentially flip long over this area. But I don't know, it could be just kind of chopping me around here. So maybe I might leave this alone for a minute till we get some clear direction, or maybe some consolidation sideways. AI, again, tight stop on this one as well. On the long, a lot of wicks here into the 22s, has not been able to really hold over 22 for any time at all. So All right, we are stopped out of Neo here on this candle, the wick off that, and I like a long here on Neo now that we've got a lot of support here at 496. It's held the $5 mark. If it can get over 5 and hold, I think you can see a move higher today. So I'll try actually flipping long here on NIL. So let me flip long here. Okay, so I flipped long on Neo, and I'm still short on AVGO on Intel. So still short here. Still short Intel, trying to cover right at my line. I have an order at my line. So 1884. Let's see if we get filled. Boom, we just got filled on Intel right at my line. So all out of Intel short. Now, of course, it's going to dump another $2. AVGO, I'll probably try to cover some here near the lows, 137s. I'll have an order to cover there. Let's put that in. Yeah, 137s. Okay, Neo, I am long Neo, so let's see. Again, I'm fighting the market here. The market's obviously dumping down over 1%. Neo is up, but you know, if the market continues to go lower, it's going to be difficult for any individual stock to you know, go against the market. So nice move here on AVGO. We had a beautiful add here to the short, re-added full-size short on AVGO, and now this thing is moving very nicely. But let's look. Wow, look at the setup here on AVGO. Big move down, bounce up. Now the question is, if it breaks this 137, or do we get into this? Do we get much lower? Maybe 134, 31 is an area I had marked off from the daily level. So I'm definitely going to cover some here near the lows, and then maybe 136. Okay, this is interesting. Do we short anything else here right now? I mean, okay. Do we short anything else right now? Okay, AVGO, I'll try to cover some AVGO here. Got a little bit of a bounce here. Wow, Tesla. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Engulfing a red candlestick here. Not looking good here, guys, for the longer term. My goodness. That is amazing right here. That is amazing. I tried the Neo long here, but look at this. It's struggling. The market's dumping. I'm going to take it off. And yeah, I mean, it's either going to chop me around, or if it breaks below this, maybe it's a clear short if it breaks below this 50 EMA. Yeah, so the only trade we have on right now, we cut everything. Well, we covered Intel here at 1884. Nice cover on Intel. And then Neo is kind of getting chopped up here on Neo. After a nice long trade, this chop area is tough to trade, and I probably should have stayed out of this area until we get some clear direction. Same thing with AI, you know, no clear direction, just consolidation. If you get a break over 22, I think it's more of a clear short. I mean, sorry, a long over 22 on AI, but right now, you know, it could easily just go sideways and just stop out both the longs and the shorts. Uh-oh, there goes Neo. I'm going to get short here on NIO. I like this short, really tight stop. Back over 5 and I'm out. This is sort of the line in the sand right here. If this does not move lower right now, then it's either going to chop around or go up. So let's try Neo one more time. One more time, Neo. Let's see what you got, buddy. Let's see what you got. Man, it seems like maybe my stock selection today was not very good because everything is pretty much dumped off the open. And there were fairly easy trades on stuff like Tesla. If you look at Amazon, fairly easy fades. I mean, Apple. What about Google? Yeah, same thing. All these tech stocks have presented some pretty easy fades, and I'm choosing to trade stuff like Neo, which is kind of chopping around without much of a range, right? We've got like a 15-cent range here. And then I'm trading AI here, which has a very tight range. So, you know, not the smartest thing to do is, you know, trading stocks that are in such tight ranges is definitely not what you want to do, guys. So, of course, you know, hindsight is 50-50. Or is it 20-20? Hindsight is 20-20, right? Yeah, not 50-50. There's no such thing as 50-50, right? Yeah, so hindsight is 20-20, right? Now I can tell you, oh, yeah, I shouldn't have traded this and this, but at the time, when we took these trades, we had no way of knowing really if these were going to be kind of tighter consolidation days for AI and Neo versus something like Intel. That's just kind of clean fade, and I'm glad we captured this trade. We got a nice 2-to-1 risk to reward trade-off on this one. Super nice. These are easy trades, layup trades, similar to AVGO and what have you. So yeah, I mean, back to my point, you know, not trading stocks that are consolidating or during a consolidation is smart, right? It's not something you want to do because you're just battling. I'm just battling algos here, right? Try to go long here, stop out, try to short or whatever. Same thing here. So how can I improve? What I can do is maybe after this initial push, after we get past this time, which is about 10 a.m. Market time, maybe after 10 a.m. don't really take any trades unless it's a clear break of a level or something like that. Like maybe something like this, clear break, you can take this. Clear break on like BABA, stuff like this, you know, like I don't know. It's kind of difficult, right? It's not that easy to, at least for me, it's not that easy to like pinpoint like, hey, this stock's gonna behave differently than that one. But we did get short NEO because I think once it breaks that $5 area, I think it's a big psychological level where people probably have stops if they are long right around the $5 area, and that would make me think that you know, if it gets much lower, then we're going to have a bunch of stop losses get triggered. So that's the idea here behind getting short on NIO. I did cover some AVGO here at 137.59, so covered some short here from up here when we reshorted. I still am short AVGO. Still have a pretty good size on that, and I have orders to cover at 136 on AVGO. So, gonna try to be patient. The stock's down over 10%. SSR is triggered on that one, so that's one thing I need to be wary of. But you know, like look at this. SPY continues to go lower, like literally just waterfall. So I really don't need to be worried about my shorts, especially on something that's down 10%. You know, I need to just be patient, wait for 136. AI. Breaking my trend line. Is this a short? Is this a short? Potentially. Maybe I'll try a short here on AI if it breaks below this area. Yeah. Okay, trying a short on AI. And I'm going to give this a really tight stop. Just like I said, I don't want to be chopped up on this one. It's got support at 2140 from this wick and also the 50 EMA. So if I don't see this thing just continue to just sell off, then there's no reason to stay in it, in the short. So far it's working out okay. We are short NEO, we're short AVGO, and I'm short AI. So 3 shorts on right now. AVGO breaking the lows. Let's see if we can get a cover down at 136. Let's see. Nice move on AI. Just going over some levels here on AI. If we do get this break of consolidation, and I did cover some AI here on the short, covered some AI, covered some AVGO as well, covered a small piece there, and then leaving some on for bigger moves. NVDA, wow, approaching $100. Okay, this is looking good here on AI. This is looking good. Neo not looking good. Keeps bouncing. Neo just keeps bouncing, and you know, I'm just hanging around break even on Neo. So for levels here on AI, we got that 2123, and after that, really, it's like 2050. It's really not much here. So 2050, if we can break below 2122, then I think we get down to 2050, especially on a day like today where the market's down 1.5% now. The SPY down 1.5%. So if there's any day shorts are going to work, it better be today. Or did we choose the wrong stocks? Like Neo, to short. Oh man, did we choose the wrong stock? You know, it's kind of not very smart, right? The market's down and I'm shorting two stocks that are up 2.5% and 1%. Is that smart or is that not smart? I don't know. Maybe it's up so much so it's got room to fall. That's my kind of thinking behind these things, kind of like a mean reversion. This thing's up so much, it's got more room to fall, right? 4.9, clear support area right there from pre-market 2 this morning. So let's see if we bounce off this and go higher, or we just slice through this and get to this area. Yeah, I am cutting the Neo short. Again, break even on that one. Took some off of the AI short. So I got to stop, break even on AI, and you know, it's bouncing here off that 2140, which it has. That 2140 has been key all morning. Okay, bounce up on the SPY pretty big. Do we get a bounce across the board now? Right. So if that's the case, I'm going to be definitely stopping out of AI. And I wonder if this is a flip long on both of them now, on AVGO and Neo. Nice move here. I did flip long on AI and NIO. What a move, guys. What in the hell is happening? What in the actual heck is going on, guys? I have no idea. But what a spike. I don't know if there's news. Let me check to see if there's any news on is because this is a crazy wick here. Crazy wick to the upside across the board. I mean, look at SPY. Well, AVGO is rejected, which is nice, because I'm short AVGO. That position I still have on, and I want that thing to go lower. So interesting spike up here on the SPY, and now we're seeing the rejection of that. So I did jump into a long on NEO and AI based on these spikes, but if we give these back, then I'm just going to cut these off for break even. Alright, so basically the reason for the spike is Fed's Waller backs interest rate cut at the September meeting. So that news just came out. Christopher Waller, governor of the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank, during a DC, looks like a conference, said that he backs a rate cut in September, which is already known, right? I mean, we already know that's happening. It's not new news, so... But that's what caused the spike here, and took off the AI long here, knowing that that's not new news. It's old news, but I am still long NEO. Got in long NEO below 5 is my entry, below $5. All right, so what do we got going on here is that I am short AI, still short AVGO, and I am still long NIO, but NIO is kind of just hanging around my entry here. So AI is nice, though. It's moving down nicely on AI. AVGO also doing well. Alright, I covered some short on AI, and I'm going to try to save some size here for covers down here on the AI short. Nice move here on AI. I got some covers, set up the cover on 2050, 2060s at these lines. So we'll just let the trade work. Alright guys, we are back, and so our AI short worked out, and our Intel short was really nice, so we did really good on Intel today. Coin Neo, we did okay. We got a little chopped up here in the afternoon, so we got a solid green day today, but I was up quite a bit more than I am now early on, and that kind of sideways chop on AVGO too. I had some trouble here thinking that this might be a long here, and then kind of got chopped up a little bit here. Same thing with AI in this area. So still going to end this with a green day in the stream for now, and we'll catch you guys on Monday, not tomorrow, since it is Friday today. So we'll catch you guys on the September 9th, Monday morning. So we'll be back at it again. So take care, have a good weekend. We'll see you guys